From puritans to presidents, abolitionists to rabbis, artists to ethicists, Americans have understood the text of Esther to speak to their moment. It has offered solace to immigrants, forged solidarity, impacted politics, and roused individuals to realize that deliverance was not to come from some other place, but from their own heroic actions on behalf of their people. We too turn once again to Esther, to the timeless scroll that continues to urge us to find strength and redemptive possibility in the least expected of places. September 13th, 1862. William Weston Patton, an American pastor and abolitionist from Chicago, arrives at the White House with a group of clergymen. Their message: that the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln, issue a proclamation freeing the slaves in the southern states. We urge you as head of this Christian nation to proclaim, without delay, national emancipation, said Patton. The pastor continued by citing the biblical book of Esther and the story of Purim. In ancient Persia, there ruled a king, King Ahasuerus. His seigneur, the wicked Haman, hatched a plan to have all the Jews of his kingdom killed before his plans were foiled by Mordecai the Jew and Esther, Ahasuerus' queen. Facing national annihilation, Mordecai motivated Queen Esther to take action, to approach the king and plead on behalf of her people. Do not think that you will be able to escape the decree just because you are in the palace. Perhaps it was for this moment alone, for you to intervene, that God has made you queen in the first place. Standing before President Lincoln, Patton and party compared Lincoln to Esther, telling the president, "Who knoweth whether thou art come to the kingdom for such a time as this?" Called to the presidency to speak the word of justice, which shall free the bondman and save the nation. It was less than 2 weeks later that Lincoln issued these immortal words: I, Abraham Lincoln, President of the United States of America and Commander-in-Chief of the Army and Navy thereof, do hereby proclaim and declare that on the first day of January, all persons held as slaves within any state or designated part of a state, the people whereof shall then be in rebellion against the United States, shall be then thenceforward and forever free. But there is much more to the story. Esther is a tale of moral courage, but also a tale of political genius. And what President Lincoln understood was that freeing the slaves in a time of national unrest would require both.
A compass, I learned when I was surveying. It'll point you true north from where you're standing. But it's got no advice about the swamps, deserts, and chasms that you'll encounter along the way. If in pursuit of your destination you plunge ahead heedless of obstacles and achieve nothing more than to sink in a swamp, what's the use of knowing true north?
How does the book of Esther explain the Emancipation Proclamation? Read Esther in America to find out more. Available wherever Jewish books are sold.